Earlier this month, the Indian Air Force formally inducted 5 Rafale combat aircraft, 2 two-seat trainers, and 3 combat-ready single-seater aircraft, into the 17th Golden Arrows Squadron in Ambala. Another 5 Rafales with EAF roundels are at the Dassault base in Merignac in southern France, being used for conversion of MiG-21 bis pilots, ground handling and maintenance crews. The retraining stints are for 6 months for each lot of Indian pilots and technicians, with the pilots allotted the contracted number of training sorties alongside a French instructor. Making allowance for the occasion, there was the expected hyperbole. The Defense Minister Rajnath Singh called the aircraft a game-changer and, with less the Chinese adversary in Ladakh in mind than the domestic audience, added that it sent a big and stern message to the entire world, especially those eyeing our sovereignty. The French Defense Minister Florence Parly, not to be outshone in exaggeration, said that India has world-class capability and incredible sovereign tool. India has an edge over the entire region. She was merely embroidering what her Indian counterpart had stated in Merignac on the 8th of October 2019 when formally accepting the first lot of Rafales. After a joyride in the plane, the Indian leader had declared the new Rafale medium multi-role combat aircraft, Merignac, as making India stronger and giving the EAF an exponential boost to its air dominance capability. While Rajnath was brief to say this is not important, but how the EAF means to actually obtain air dominance with just 36 of these aircraft is a mystery. Sure, Rafales working in tandem with Su-30s can plausibly achieve this objective, as former Air Chief Marshal B.S. Dhanoa stated, but by themselves even twice this number of Rafales in Indian colours cannot. But, as the late Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar was convinced, larger numbers of Su-30s would alone have sufficed for the purpose. Moreover, the additional Su-30s could have been secured at a fraction of the 59,000 crore upfront cost of the Rafales, or, to repeat myself, for just a truckload of the exorbitantly priced Meteor, Scalp and Hammer missiles that these aircraft will be armed with, and which have been tested and proven by the French Air Force against such military heavyweights as Libya and Syria. This begs the question I long ago asked: where was the need for the Rafale in the first place? But whether India dominates the skies is not Parly's interest. That the EAF procures an additional 36 Rafales is. In a meeting with the French press at the embassy that evening, Parly was reportedly confident that Paris will be able to ring up such a sale on the same terms, but without the sunk costs of attending infrastructure, air-conditioned hangars, special diagnostic and testing machines, etc. When reminded by a pesky French journal that such a follow-up deal clashes head-on with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Atmanirbhar Bharat policy and the thrust of Rajnath Singh's negative list thinking, Madame Parly dissembled but did not budge from her stand, indirectly hinting that such a deal would be signed for the same reason the original was approved in April 2015, Modi will agree to buy 'em. End of argument. Irrelevant considerations like, where's the money, are obviously not expected to intrude into the Indian government's calculations, or at least Paris does not expect them to. Both France and the EAF had gained this outright, and their plan is working. EAF was the decisive actor here. It had sought the 36 Rafales it was partial to from the beginning as a wedge purchase, seizing the buy, as I had predicted, of more such aircraft to fill the service's entire 126 MCA requirement without having to go through the transfer of technology and licensed manufacture cycle.